muggy and rainy and the whole thing.
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah.
It's not the most beautiful start to the day.
No, it's
that's
not.
for sure.
No.
We do have rain and storm chances now each and every day as we're heading into the rest of our work week and into the weekend. So let's get to it because we also have the return of mid-90s coming our way. All right, so looking at visibility, this has been one thing that we've been watching for your morning commute all morning long. Those really dense pockets of fog. We've seen some of the worst conditions right along the I-40 corridor from Hickory to Morganton, but it's after 9 o'clock now, so oftentimes once we start to see a little bit of daylight, that fog starts to mix out. So today, mugginess, you're going to notice that. You probably noticed it a little bit yesterday, and now we're going to start to see the humidity continue to climb. With the humidity, we have humid conditions, we have warm temperatures, scattered storms are possible as we're heading into the afternoon. Not only that, but Friday it seems like our rain and storm chances will be the highest before we're heading into our weekend. This weekend, it's not a washout, but we will have a few storms popping up here and there as well. So out the door we go. We're at 75 degrees here in Charlotte. A lot of 70s across the board. A little bit cooler up in the high country, of course. 67 there in Boone. Now, as we're adding in the additional humidity, right now it's not too bad, but as we head towards the afternoon, it's likely going to feel a couple of degrees warmer than our actual air temperature. Now, if you get more clouds this morning and rain showers this morning, your temperatures will have a harder time climbing into the afternoon. But if you stay dry through most of the day, temperatures will continue to get warmer and warmer. So I think we're going to see a range of those daytime highs really between those mid to upper 80s. So small pop-up shower storm will be possible this morning, but I think similar as to what we saw yesterday, right around the drive time home, you could see a couple of storms move back through. This is showing around 3 o'clock, couple storms across Charlotte, but you know, we cover so many counties, it's going to be very sporadic and random depending upon where that storm does set up. 88 degrees will be our high. Remember, that's for those of you who do not see those storms earlier in the day. But if you do see rain showers or storms earlier, then oftentimes your temperatures struggle to warm beyond that. Overnight lows tonight, and they're just cooling down mainly into the upper 60s, low 70s, so off to a mild evening, around 70 overnight tonight. And then, as we are looking at tonight, one thing to consider is we have a full moon. It's the Sturgeon moon, and it happens around 12:18. That'll be when it's the brightest, the fullest. I was looking at it this morning. I was like, is this the full moon? Not quite. It looked like it, though. So tonight, watch for that, but not just the full moon. We also have a partial lunar eclipse tonight, and this is really cool because it is going to be one of those scenarios where the moon kind of turns red. Isn't that awesome? And that's going to be fun tonight around midnight too. So have you ever seen the moon where it's just red and it really just catches your attention? Tonight it's going to be because of that partial lunar eclipse. So I would say right around midnight, if you stay up late, take a look outside. I can't promise you the conditions are going to be 100% good, but you know how we have clouds and then you'll have little breaks from those clouds and you can probably see the moon at times. It'll likely be that kind of setup for us. Humid today, humid tomorrow, and then we are really cranking up that humidity. It's going to feel sticky. Our dew points to start out the week were in the 50s. So Monday and Tuesday, when it felt so nice to be outside where there wasn't that much humidity, we saw dew points that were low. That was indicating the dry air. And now with the humidity increasing, we're going to see those dew points climb back into the 70s. So more humidity, we have the warm temperatures, we're tacking on those rain and storm chances. So an isolated chance today. Tomorrow for our Friday, we're calling for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Not a good timing because there's a lot going on around town for Friday. Isolated chances Saturday and Sunday. Will dry out again on Monday, and then kind of a similar setup pattern or weather pattern for next week. Satellite and radar for us, though, kind of that big picture perspective. You can see rain showers off the coast, a couple of rain showers to the south. You can see even as we zoom it in, this is now our Doppler radar. Not seeing a whole lot, and I think this is how it will last for the next few hours, but kind of like clockwork, anytime after 2 o'clock, that seems to be the magic time when the atmosphere is ready to fire up some of those storms. So here's 2 o'clock. Watch for Ashwaubenon, Avery counties. You see those cells right there? This is 2 o'clock. Some of those storms could turn strong to severe. Okay, so those storms that I'm pointing out northwest of Charlotte could bring heavy downpours, gusty winds, frequent lightning, all the things. So watch for that, especially on radar. You can always download, well, if you're watching here, you probably already have the WCNC Charlotte app, but remember, under the weather section, you can go to the live radar and see what's going on. Plus, we can send you push notifications letting you know if those storms are severe. Here's 4 o'clock. So for Mecklenburg County, we'll kind of see surrounding showers and storms, and it's not really until 6 o'clock that some of those stronger cells start to form. Again, not necessarily saying it's right in Charlotte, but it will be within proximity of it. So this is what our Thursday looks like, but let's get into Friday, because Friday has a better chance for severe weather, and I think more people will actually see the rain. So here's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's warm, it's muggy, you have some wet conditions. Then we kind of get a bit of a break. Then heading into our Friday afternoon, more shower and storm chances. Bad timing for this. This is 5 o'clock Friday night, where we have heavy downpours, gusty winds likely, and then lightning. Lightning often causes those delays for any sporting events. And Friday's a big night. We have Panthers, we have football for Friday night high school. And you can see 6 o'clock on Friday, the cells just kind of keep on forming. We'll also be monitoring for localized flooding. So if those storms are slow moving, they could just continue to pour a lot of water in the same area, causing rises in rivers, streams, creeks, that sort of thing. So Storm Prediction Center just extended this. This is our severe weather threat for today, Thursday, and then for Friday, it's for everyone. So all the counties shaded in yellow, you could see some of those storms form that could turn severe. I wanted to show you this forecast for any Friday night football plans. This is what the forecast looks like. Again, it's oftentimes the lightning that causes those delays. Temperatures will be fine. It's going to be muggy, but definitely keep an eye out on the very latest, because the very latest is that we could see some of those storms get a little bit stronger. Remember, we're also watching the tropics very carefully for you. That could bring what could be the next named storm, and now a 90% chance of formation over the next 2 days. That means today we could see even the next named storm, and it's not going to bring any impacts to the U.S. whatsoever. It's kind of just one of those fish storms that's out in the middle of the ocean, but it's just ironic because, of course, the next named storm, this will be the 4th one of the Atlantic hurricane season, and it will be named Dolly. So we will let you know if Tropical Storm Dolly does form today. If not today, then likely tomorrow. So we're getting close to peak hurricane season. That is September 10th. And so we're really just a matter of a few days away from that. It's been so quiet this year so far, but remember, we still have a ways to go. We're in hurricane season until November 30th. All right, Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast, 88 degrees today. Going to feel warm and muggy out there. We have a 40% chance for passing showers and storms today and tomorrow. Both days will bring the threat for strong to severe storms. I think the biggest thing with those storms that do turn severe would be strong damaging winds, heavy downpours leading to localized flooding, and then the lightning. We'll be really watching the lightning for any events that could get postponed, delayed, or even canceled for our Friday. This weekend, mid-80s on Saturday, so a bit of a cool down by a few degrees. And let me just say, enjoy it. Next week gets really warm. We're back into the mid-90s. The mid-90s for the first few days of September. That's just the air temperature. And then you factor in the humidity. It's going to very well feel like we're in the upper 90s and low 100s.